responsibly. If you feel you're getting ill, isolate at home and chill. No, you're not alone. Please pick up your phone and call 206-477-3977. King County 206-477-3977. Public Health 206-477-3977. King County 206-477-3977. Public Community Radio Station will provide you with more information. Say Rainier Avenue Radio. Your community radio station will provide you with more information. Rainier Avenue Radio.
Rainier Avenue Radio.
Welcome to Clean Greens Living, broadcasted here live on Rainier Avenue Radio. It is your host, Queen Bri, well rested and in the house. So excited to be here. So excited. I have a special guest co-host. I appreciate you for stepping in. We just want to say hey to handsome man Perry in his absence, but I want to welcome in my co-host, Kelly Guy from Build. Hey, Kelly.
Hello.
Hello.
Having me.
You're welcome. Welcome to Clean Greens. I just want to start off with a few announcements. Oh my God, y'all. It is election day. It's election day.
Yes.
You guys, please get out and vote. Vote like your life depended on it. Vote like your mama, your sister, your daughter, your grandchild daughter's life depended on it, because it does. It does. Hate to sound dramatic, but please don't forget to tune in to Rainier Avenue Radio for election results that will be happening live today, keeping up with the latest of who's winning, what's going on. So please don't forget to vote before 8 p.m. All right. Don't forget, you guys, our harvest dinner is coming up. I'm super excited about our annual harvest dinner. Kelly, this year we'll be celebrating. Every year we have a harvest dinner for Clean Greens to celebrate everything that we've done so far, what we've done in the community, the food we've given away. And this year, our special guest is Karen Washington.
Okay.
And she is one of the people who is the co-founder of the conference I went to this weekend.
You tell me about that.
Yeah. So
exciting. When's the date?
The date is November 19th for the harvest dinner.
All right.
Then we'll have a panel discussion on the 18th. And this panel discussion is for everyone in our community who's doing community work, who's into gardening. Come out and just learn about the things that we are doing here in our city, as far as gardening in the city, and just her work and honoring the land that we grow on, and then the importance of why is it important to even have garden spaces in the city. So we'll have a panel discussion with Karen Washington, who will be on there, Paris Yates, who works with the city of Seattle, and our very own Nevaeh Baker, who is a youth.
All right.
And
looking forward to that.
Yes.
Next generation gardeners.
Next generation. And she takes her job seriously. Okay. So we have for those of you who don't know, we have a youth program throughout the summer that goes into the fall, where we have youth. They come in, they learn how to grow produce in we have space in the city. The city has given us space to grow and do this work. So I really appreciate, shout out to Paris for giving us that space where we have a youth garden. And they just learn to grow food, eat food. They learn about bugs. Everything.
All right. I love this. Educating the youth and using our community resources.
Yeah.
Right. To benefit us all.
Yes. So just community everything. And is there any other announcements that I'm missing? We are ending our season. So get your greens while you can for the next 2 weeks. We'll try to go until the first week before Thanksgiving to make sure everyone has fresh organic produce for their Thanksgiving dinner. I cannot believe
Thanksgiving is already here.
It's like this year just started and now it's
And
Thanksgiving.
now it's almost 2025.
I literally put 2025 for some notes and I was like, wait, it's still 2024. My son's birthday's this year and this coming up, and I literally have nothing planned. I need to get my whole entire life, and he is very vocal.
Oh, he's looking forward to it.
Yes,
Okay.
he's 9, and so but everyone calls him an old man, so he's an old man 9.
Got an old soul.
So yeah, he very much has an old soul. Okay, Kelly. So usually we pick these cards and we ask a question and then we answer it. Oh, I should have known. I should have chucked this question. But okay, let's talk about this. If you could invent a new fruit, what would it look and taste like? A new fruit. A new fruit.
What would it look and taste like?
It's so interesting because I like tropical fruit is coming to me right now. Tropical.
I'm thinking, could I do a cross between a pineapple, mango, kiwi?
That's good.
That's what it would taste like.
Okay, that's what it would taste like.
Look like that could be interesting.
Yeah, it could be like a little maroonish color.
Yeah, with a hint of red. I don't know what shape, but yeah.
Right. Look, I feel like I go in the boat and get another question. If I could invent a fruit, my fruit would be something tropical, tastes tropical, but very look, let me pick another card because I'm over here. This is daytime radio. We don't want to get into what kind of fruit Breon want to have. Okay. What is your what is your favorite family memory from a regular day? Okay, we can do that. Favorite family memory from a regular day.
I'm gonna go way back. I'm just gonna say at grandma's house, just in the backyard with the cousins.
Yes.
And we didn't have much money, so we would get out those plastic slip and slide. And this is those. I'm going way back.
Look, can you believe we
had the sprinkler that would go like that?
Yes.
And it would have the different variations. That's my memory.
That's your memory. Oh man, favorite family memory. I got so many. I'll say my favorite family memory from a regular schmegular day. Playing Monopoly.
Okay.
Favorite family memory. 2, like 1, play Monopoly. Monopoly causes all kind of problems in families.
Yes, it does. Our family was the dominoes. That might start some stuff.
Listen, I just started playing dominoes as my grown self 2 years ago, and I will not play with all my family because
I don't play with my family.
I like my self-esteem and I want to keep it intact. And my family do not play. I'm like, why are you slamming on my table?
And I'm a slow thinker. And they're like, just a minute.
It's like I'm trying to add all of this
all
up
together. So I get my points. They're not having it.
No, not at all. My mom, it don't matter if she win or lose. She is talking noise, cash money. But so Monopoly is my favorite memory. We played it a lot. We play it with my children, and it always cracks me up when someone gets extremely pissed. So my cousin, when we were kids, she got so mad because she was losing. She told my mom, she said, my mom called and said, she needs you to drop me off at home right now. And her mom did not say that. She was just so mad she was losing.
Oh my
She
goodness.
left.
Okay, well, at least she's not the flipping the board type of table.
No, she's not the
Type of
flipping.
cousin,
No. And my daughter, I be thinking she's close to it because my son, he be winning and he got a smart mouth and he be winning and she be getting so mad.
Yeah.
She'll leave and go to her room. Deacon Janice said, Jeffries, don't play about them bones. Listen, that's my family. They don't play about them bones and they don't play about bowling. I will not go bowling. We had a family reunion this year. I didn't bowl with them. Like, yes, let's have fun with the family. I was at the bar.
Yes.
They were bowling.
Imperial Lanes on Rainier. We got kicked out because of my uncle. We were banned from that.
What?
And Skyway. Yeah, I think they started a fight up at Skyway.
Yeah, it
was going down.
I remember one year I thought family reunion. I thought we was just there to have fun.
No.
And my mom, she was like, "Oh, she being so condescending. You're doing such a good job." And my uncle was like, "No, you gotta stop lying to these kids, Breon. You suck, man."
Wow.
I was right.
Get reality from home.
Listen. Yo, I was 23 years old and I can't cry, but I wanted to cry in that very moment. And from then on, I knew not to play
no.
dominoes
Mm-mm.
and do not play bowling with my family. No,
Yeah, I'm
no,
with you.
not
I'm
at
with
all.
you. I'm bringing the snacks and I'm at the bar.
Listen, I'm gonna eat and I'm just gonna be cute and have fun and take some
I was about to
selfies.
say that, looking cute. Uh-huh.
Hex, no. But yeah, so Kelly, welcome on the show.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming on. I'm super excited to hear about all the things that you have gone on in your program. Kelly is, I didn't get it doesn't matter. I was like, I didn't get a bio from you.
No.
But I feel like sometimes after I read the bio, all of our time is gone. So just tell us
A little bit about myself.
Yeah.
So currently I'm Build Outreach and Education Specialist. It's a little part-time gig that I'm happy to have. I came about knowing the folks at Build because several of the young men, well, they're not young men now, we can call them adult males, Andre Franklin, Guy Davis, Isaiah Washington, Deontay, as you know.
Mhm.
I met them, I'm gonna age myself, 40 years ago.
When you was 10.
When I was 10, yes, and Andre is probably 2.
Right.
I worked at the community center.
Mhm.
And as I said, I met Masvita, I know all the guys, and just watched them grown over the years.
Mhm.
And in my roles, I have been the recreation director at the City of Seattle's Parks and Recreation. I've worked for Casey Family Programs. In my most recent role, I was the senior director for community health and investment and partnerships for Providence Swedish. Love that, working with nonprofit, small BIPOC communities,
Mhm.
and really linking them with the hospital services to address those health issues that really affected our community. So kind of that's what my role has been, is always linking up our community resources with those vulnerable and much needed communities. So that's what I do at the core.
Mhm.
And in this role, I'm kind of educating individuals and small businesses about their rights and roles and responsibilities around that. So whether it's fair wages, minimum wage, and updating everyone on the new minimum wage. If you have 23 or more employees, having to provide a transportation stipend. Do organizations or individuals know their rights? So that's kind of what I do.
Nice.
My area happens to be kind of the Columbia City, Rainier Beach.
Mhm.
And so I'm here to talk to businesses and, like I said, again, individuals.
Just to know their rights about
yeah.
Okay, nice. And we need that, especially with a lot of us starting businesses and
Mhm.
not knowing the rules and regulations. So how do you do that? Do you go into the businesses or?
So I go into the businesses. We do quarterly updates with the City of Seattle's Labor Standards Office. So we go down there and we get trained on the new ordinances. We get flyers to hand out. And then we get assigned zones.
Mhm.
And we go and knock on doors. Hey, would you like a flyer about fair wages, wage theft, especially around retail? If it's restaurant workers, hotel, those are really a lot of the workers that need to know a lot of the rights.
Yeah.
And so we asked if we can post posters in the back, whether it's near their kitchen area, their employee lounge, if posters like that. If they want us to come out and do a presentation for their employees, they can do that.
Nice.
So that's kind of how we get out.
Nice. So when you come and do these employees presentations, look, I'm asking for a friend. No, just messing. So when you come to these employees presentations, how do they connect with you guys? Is that a cost? Is that a free?
Nope, it's free. It's totally free to the organization. Build has a contract with the City of Seattle, and that's who's paying us to go out there and do that information.
Nice.
If there's a violation or a person says, I want to know more, I think I have been violated, as a worker. Is there somebody I can talk to? I'm not that person, but I connect them to the city investigator. Nice. And they start having a conversation, and it's totally confidential. I never know if they have a case or not, but they have the resources and the expertise to carry that on. The connector.
Nice. And why do you guys think hello, everyone's saying hello, Miss Kelly.
Hello.
Janet said hello.
Hey,
Chris said
everybody.
hello. Hey, handsome man Perry.
Hey,
how are
Carrie.
you?
Miss you.
We miss you. So why was it important for Build to have this program?
It was really important because a lot of people were going to them. We were out at community health fairs, backpack giveaways, and we started getting questions. And it was like, well, how can we link up? How can we take our knowledge and link up with the community? And when COVID happened, and a little bit before COVID, the city started how can we reach out to small businesses and individuals, whether they're independent contractor, with people who look like them, and have that learned experience. And they're not, we aren't intimidating in the community. You know, hey, I'm Mr. Investigator from the Labor Standards. No, I'm not going to talk to you.
Right, right.
No. So, you know, we took away kind of that big brother look, and we're able to come out there and meet them face to face and where they were at. Good. And also telling the city, hey, this needs to be translated. This doesn't make any sense in this language. Like, we need to figure out how to get interpreters if that's needed, or translators, so the materials can be better understood. If that's what you really want to do, is reach out to those folks. Yeah, because it's like starting a business. People don't understand that even when you're just starting off and it's just one person, you should know this information. So as you grow, and apologize, did we even talk about who BUILD is and what do they do? So BUILD is Brothers United in Leadership Development. And it's not just for brothers, it's for the community. It started out looking how to protect and educate Brown and Black men at first. And then it's built into so much more: community resources, educational resources, backpack giveaways, parent school resources, just so much more. And we just celebrated 11 years. They had their 11-year anniversary. Yeah, I was there. Yes, a couple of Saturdays ago. So that's who BUILD is at the core. That's who it is. So, nice. And and you can't, I mean, you start off with one focus. Yes. But once you start off with that focus, you recognize that it's much broader. Shout out to the men at BUILD: Andre, Isaiah, Deontay, Guy. Yeah. Am I missing anybody? Oh my God, Daryl. They do so much more good work and just really good men in the community. Deontay is like, he does not play. He's just a breath of life. He has many resources. It's unbelievable. Tell me about it. People be thinking, do you know this? I was like, let me talk to Deontay. Let me check with Deontay. If he don't know, then it's not happening. If he can't get it done, it's not getting done. Yeah, no, it's not. And I appreciate him because he came in and he taught my children the importance of community and the community work. And what does that look like? Yes. And so you told me a lot of things about what you've done in the community so far and what you're doing with BUILD. How did you get started? Like, why is this so important, community work? I think I got started with my mom and my godmother, truthfully, back in probably middle school. And they were out supporting and sitting on the corner with signs for the first Filipino American city council person, Dolores Sabunga. And they, here, take a sign, go sit on that corner. I'm about to get snatched up here. You know, they got me by the freeway. Okay. You know, this was back in the 70s. And that, you know, watching my mom be a summer youth employment counselor for at-risk kids, and just that connector. And I started working at the community centers doing late night back at 19. And just seeing that connection. Nice. And it's just spiraled from there, you know, whether it was foster care initiatives to recreation and programming, senior programming. And like I said, most recently with the community health grants. That's just what I do and what I love. Nice. I love it. I love to hear it. If you guys are just tuning in, you're tuning into Clean Greens Living, broadcasted here live on Rainier Avenue Radio. I am your host, Queen Bri, and my guest co-host Kelly Guy here from BUILD. Honey, that blue is looking good on you. Thank you. I love that blue. Can I get a shirt, BUILD? I'll represent. Hey, we will get you one. What was I gonna say? So we're talking about the importance of knowing employee labor laws, and then we tell people, why is this so important for people to know, and especially people of color, to know about the laws as far as starting a business and if you're working for someone. This particular assignment for me, we're really talking about independent contractors. And whether you're a radio host or you're an actor or you might be a visual artist, how do you start looking at how do you price your services? You know, what is your value to what you bring? And really linking those folks up to the expertise. So I recently did a listening session with actors from Act on Stage. And a lot of it was, you know, hey, I've been in this business for 3 years, but I've only been in like 2 plays. What do I say when they offer me this? You know, and then so some of the more seasoned actors were like, well, it may not always be about money. How about the exposure? If you're not, you know, known to this broader audience, what does that bring in? So the stipend's $1,200 for this amount of months, and this is the practice you get in. but now you've got 500,000 followers,
Yeah.
versus. And so those folks having that discussion, that wasn't my background, but I could be, again, that liaison, that linker, that connector, so they could talk about that.
Wow. So it goes beyond
yes,
just knowing like how much you should pay someone,
yes,
or if you hurt yourself.
right. Like if you want to write, hey, what if this radio station, and no, we know that Rainier Radio is everything, but you're not delivering on your deliverable. So where's my exit? And
Right.
it has to be written into this, right?
Right.
Cha-ching, where's my exit?
Cha-ching.
Right?
I may need to have a side conversation with you after this.
But making sure folks know that they have the right to say, you always have the right of no refusal. We talked about what does exclusivity mean. Another person who was a musician. And he was like, I did this commercial. I'm not going to say the name of it because I don't know if I have, right to that.
Yeah.
But he was like, when he was reading deep, it was like, oh, this means that I can't use the tunes that I'm playing, that I created for you for 3 years.
Wow.
Right. But it's this broader audience. Like this was over millions and millions. So then it was like, well, is it okay for me to give it the rights for 3 years to my music?
Yeah.
To reach these many people.
Wow. So you guys connect people with that?
Yeah. And that was not even something that would have brought on my radar. We were talking about, but I was like, oh, exclusivity. Let me write that down. That might be more that I have to look into for the next person who comes to ask me that question.
Yeah. And this is what I love about being in the community is that you can start off with it being about your service to the community, but you always get fed with more information. Like I feel like the more I've been a part of the community, the more I look up stuff, the more I research stuff, the more information I know, because it's really important to know this for yourselves. And in our community, we didn't know a lot.
No. And you talked about the city giving, space for gardening. What does that mean? What does that entail? I'm sure you had some broader contractual agreements around it. Right. What do you want for these youth to be in that garden and in that space? And so a lot of that we don't think about until it's either too late or if we're in a conversation like this.
So how do people connect with you guys to even be able, how do they connect? And then what does it look like after the connection?
Yeah. So you can always go to build206.com. And if you want to reach me directly, it's Kelly at build206.com. Any of the fellows' first name at build206.com.
So if you know their names,
you get there. But all the information is uploaded there. What Build has done, because some of these ordinances can get kind of wordy, they have cheat sheets, one-pagers, fact sheets, and they've taken some of the information and put it into videos. And I love just watching a short video. Oh, okay, now I know about my right there.
Right.
Check that off. So you can go to their website and see all of the videos. They have a catalog, a library of resources. And then again, if you have a complaint, you may not want to go to Build. The cities, we have a link to the city's investigation page. And again, they have all the resources there. If there is a question about a violation, or if you want to report someone or a business and you don't want someone to know. And, even though we think we're safe, everybody doesn't feel safe. So we want to have every avenue available for that person. And so that the web page is resourceful.
Nice. I love what Build is doing. I feel like they have been in the grounds, making sure. I love it because it's like brothers leading the charge of the community and making sure that the community is okay. And they're not just talking about it, they're being about it. You guys make sure you go check out, what is it? www.build.com?
Build206.
Build206.com.
Yes.
Shout out to the Build team and shout out to Kelly for coming in here and giving us information. Because when you think about labor standard laws, you never think past like what does it look like for one, it includes actors and hosts and different trades,
hospitality.
And how do you know what to ask for? Because a lot of the times people don't know what to ask for, because a lot people will tell you if you don't have a degree or if you they won't pay you. But it's like, what about your experience? What about the years and years you've been working that you put into? So it's a lot. And so to have that support for our people to come in here and be able to talk to you guys and be connected, I love that. First of all, on behalf of myself, we want to say thank y'all.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you for what you're doing.
Thank you. Yes.
I love it.
We always want to come in here and we want to connect our community. We are a nonprofit farm. So people oftentimes think we just talk about farming. It's like, no, like what we've learned with Build, it's broader than that. Yes, We want to provide fresh produce for you to eat and feel healthy, but your health makes you think clearly and makes you be prepared for the
Right.
things that we're doing. And a lot of us during the pandemic opened up small businesses
Mhm.
and got lost.
Yeah.
And to
Yeah.
know that there's a support to connect you to people
Yes.
who can help you get that bottom line and those goals set up and make sure that you're staying in ordinance is
It's
nice.
nice. And then with the community gardens and with providing these fresh vegetables and fresh fruits with the cost of groceries,
Listen,
we need that.
yeah,
We need that with the economy. Oh no.
yeah, and we give it out for free for our people who cannot afford it.
Yeah.
Because you need it, and to
Like you
have
said, that clear mind.
that clear mind. And it's like there is a difference between when I eat produce from straight from the garden in the
Mhm.
ground than when I eat produce. Like I was like, I don't think I prepared enough for when we're out of season, because the produce in the store does not taste the same
No, it doesn't.
because it's not grown the same. We love you too, Deontay.
Hey, Deontay.
Hey.
Yes, the nutrients are missing. And the
Yeah.
love that goes into
And
it.
the love that goes into it. So I love the work that we're out here doing in this community. You guys, please, it is voting season. Today
Get out there today.
Get out there today before 8 p.m. Make sure you're voting.
It counts.
It counts. I don't understand how people don't understand
Yeah.
their vote.
Oh, my vote don't
counts.
matter. Yes, it does.
It does.
Every vote matters.
And people over here bragging like I didn't vote. I didn't
Like
this.
it's something to brag about.
Right.
No, I sent mine in last week.
Right. Well, I'm a little late bloomer. I'm gonna go vote after this, but I'm a vote.
That's what counts.
That's what counts. But your vote does matter, and people as our community, especially with the work that we're doing,
Yes.
how hard it is to get funding, and sometimes we're doing this work with little to zero funding.
I was about to say out your own pocket.
Out your own pockets. And we're doing this to make sure our community has that support, especially if you're starting off with your new job. Like when you hire people, like how much can you afford to pay these people? One
Right.
thing that I was talking to someone who just opened up an art museum, he was like, I can't hire people because I can't afford to pay them what they're worth. And for me, that meant
Yes.
something to me.
And even with the minimum wage and the change in minimum wage, it wasn't just about educating the employees.
Mhm.
It was employers or small businesses. Can you afford this increase? Do
Right.
you have to lay off 2 people to afford, the 5 people?
Yeah.
Right. And how's this going to affect your business with these changes and getting them prepared for that new reality and what that
Wow.
looked like?
Nice.
Yeah.
Y'all, please don't forget to connect with Kelly at Build. Kelly Guy at
Kelly at build206.com.
Kelly at build206.com, or go to
www.build206.com.
okay. And this will not be the last time you see Kelly on
I
here.
hope not.
Look, I love it when I get to meet new people.
Me too. It's been a blessing. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you for coming and sharing information. There's just a lot that you just don't ever know that you need to know. And I'm happy that we have this platform to do that. Thanks, Chris. He said, great show.
Thank you,
Wish
Chris.
you were here, Deontay.
Thank you, Deontay, for the connection.
Right. And thank you all for joining us here at Clean Greens Living Broadcast Radio.